Hello, BHS band. I wanted to welcome you to our ToneSavvy rubric and talking through how we're going to be grading your assignments each week. The assessed portion of our online learning is going to be featuring ToneSavvy. And what we've been doing with ToneSavvy in class is using it to address certain skills in terms of music theory. I've taken that and I put it into a video game format with a level system based on mastery for you. So you're going to be able to work through this at your own pace and play. And then this is my way of showing you with this video how I'm going to be grading the playing and the games that you're doing. So let's talk through this together. And if you have questions, you can always send me an email. This document is going to be in your Google Classroom, and this video is going to be shared in my YouTube channel as well. So the assessed online learning. This is the assessed portion. So ToneSavvy is going to be where your grades are generated from during our online learning components. If you see other things from me marked enrichment, that's going to be something separate, and I will talk more about that when those items pop up. But your grade is going to be determined from your work here in the ToneSavvy game. Now, the really important thing here is that you get credit for all the times you play, all of the work you put in, and the way that you're going to do that is using submit results and submit best effort. So these are the buttons that you're going to see when either a challenge is completed successfully, in which case it will end on its own. And that's when you're going to hit the submit results button. That checks that off in your account, and I can see that. I get that record from you also. The other one is if you stop an exercise early, say for example you went over the number of errors, or you want to stop and take a break and come back to it later, that's where you're going to hit the submit best effort button, and that only pops up if you hit the stop quiz button. So if you close your browser without stopping the exercise and either hitting submit best effort or hitting submit results, I don't see that on my end, which means you're not going to get credit for that work. Every game you play on here, every time you do an activity, every challenge you take on, you need to make sure you hit submit results or the submit best effort button. That's very important. I want you to get credit for everything you do. Now, expectations for the week. We're expecting students to pass as a benchmark one level. So you're going to complete all the challenges that are contained within one level for the week. Now, I understand that students are going to game at their own pace, and this is built to be flexible that way. So if you finish early and you'd like to, you can use the level up request form. It's in your Google Classroom, and I will use that to bump you up a level so you can keep playing. Now, if you finish a little bit early in your level for the week, then you're done. The level up request form is optional. I'll be leveling you up at the end of the week to start the following week regardless. For students who need a little bit more time to finish their level, that's the next portion down here. So in building this game, I realize that everyone's going to game at their own rate and that mastery is the most important thing for me, meaning my expectation is before I level you up, I need to see that you finished all the challenges in the current level that you are on. Now, at the high school, we're expecting students to spend about 40 minutes on the assessed activities for the arts, and I'll be able to see your work as long as you're submitting best effort and submitting results. So if I see that you're putting in 40 minutes of quality hard work, then I'll be able to give you full credit for that too. Now, if I'm giving you credit for 40 minutes of hard work instead of for completing the level, what that means is I'm going to keep you on that same level so you can continue to work on it the next week and finish it before I level you up. If you finish that level early in the week, then it's time to go ahead and use the request form to level up, and it will bump you up and you can continue playing for the rest of that week in your new level. Now, if you are having trouble finishing the level that you're on in the time that is for the week, that 40 minutes, then you need to show up to my office hours. I'm here to help. That's when you should be visiting me there. You can use the ToneSavvy support request form in Google, and I'll be back with you. I can send you custom screencasts. I can email you ideas and suggestions for being able to be more efficient in your answers, being able to help you with a skill that you need a little bit of support with. I am here to help with that. So please take advantage of that if you are not finishing a level in the week. Now, when am I going to begin checking your assessment data? So each week, I'm going to begin checking that data on Fridays, and I'm going to continue to check it over the weekend. And as I'm checking it, I'm going to be putting your grades into Infinite Campus, and I'll be bumping your levels up so that by Monday, you should be able to see the next level. So as long as you're finishing it Friday and then over the weekend, I'll be able to level you up for Monday so you can continue working on your new level. And then down here, this is the rubric that I'm going to be using to put your grades into Infinite Campus. And the levels on here represent the work that I'm seeing you putting in your individual ToneSavvy accounts. Again, you need to use the submit best effort and submit results buttons so that I can see everything you're doing. So 5 points is full credit, and that is either finishing one level of ToneSavvy challenges or by putting in a sufficient amount of high quality work towards that exercise. Now, if you are in the 3 category, that means that not all activities in your current level are finished, and the amount of time or quality of the work logged was not sufficient for full credit. 1 point is not completing all the challenges in your level and investing a minimal amount of time for the week. 0 points if I see no activity in your ToneSavvy. That is a 0 for the week. So again, it's really important that you're using submit best effort and submit result buttons so I can see every time you're in and every time you play. If you're having any trouble or issues with levels, email me earlier in the week. Use the ToneSavvy support request form early in the week. Visit my office hours early in the week so I can help you and get you set up for those things. And again, always please reach out by email if you have any questions about this. Good luck and game on, high school.